Listen closely. Inside you, at this very second, trillions of tiny suns are burning. They are not part of your original DNA. They are ancient travelers, mysterious guests that moved into our cells billions of years ago. We call them mitochondria. But I call them the lost fire. If this fire fades, you fade. You don't just feel tired, you start to rot from the inside out. Today, I will show you how to reignite the flame that modern medicine has forgotten. Imagine your body as a vast, ancient city under a permanent twilight. Your organs are the great cathedrals, your veins are the narrow roads, and your nerves are the flickering streetlights. But deep in the basement of every building in this city, there are coal miners. These are your mitochondria. They take the air you breathe and the food you eat, and through a process known as oxidative phosphorylation, they create ATP, the golden currency of life. Without it, the city goes dark. The heart stops pumping, the brain stops thinking, and the warmth leaves your skin. But we have a problem. A very dark, very modern problem. We have betrayed our ancient guests. We have forgotten the language of light and shadows. We live under artificial blue blares that scream noon at midnight. We consume processed, lifeless sludge that confuses these ancient engines. We surround ourselves with invisible frequencies that rattle the delicate membranes of these tiny power plants. Your mitochondria are screaming in a language of inflammation and fatigue, but you are too busy to hear them. Most doctors look at fatigue as a simple symptom. They give you caffeine. They give you sugar. Idiots. That is like whipping a dying horse. The horse doesn't need a whip, it needs a soul. Your mitochondria are the soul of your biology. They decide if you live, if you age, or if you develop the diseases that haunt our century. Cancer is not a genetic mistake. It is a metabolic catastrophe. It is a fire that went out in the dark, leaving the cell to survive in a primitive, fermented state. To understand the fire, you must understand the history of the flame. Billions of years ago, a simple cell swallowed a bacterium. Instead of digesting it, they made a pact. A pact of energy for protection. This endosymbiosis is why you can move, breathe, and dream today. But this pact is being broken. Every time you eat a refined carbohydrate, you are dumping low-quality fuel into a high-performance engine. Every time you avoid the sun, you are depriving these engines of the infrared light they need to repair themselves. The smoke is building up. In the world of biology, we call this oxidative stress. When the smoke becomes thicker than the fire, the engine rusts. This is why you feel old at 30. This is why your memory is slipping. This is why your heart is struggling. But I am here to tell you that the fire can be reignited. The Thorne Protocol demands a return to the elements. You must embrace the cold. When you plunge into ice-cold water, you are not just freezing, you are forcing your mitochondria to upgrade. You are triggering mitophagy, the clearing out of the old, broken engines to make room for the new, powerful ones. You must seek the red light of the rising and setting sun. This light penetrates deep into your tissues, acting as a healing balm for the tiny suns within you. You must starve the fire of the wrong fuels. Stop feeding the fermentation. Start feeding the oxidation. This is not about diet. This is about biological survival. Look at your hands. Look at the veins beneath the skin. You are a walking miracle powered by ancient stardust. But miracles require maintenance. The modern world is a trap designed to extinguish your internal light. It wants you tired. It wants you brain-fogged. It wants you dependent on the next quick fix. I want you powerful. I want you to feel the surge of energy that your ancestors felt when they hunted across the plains under a natural sky. The secret to eternal energy is not found in a laboratory or a pharmacy. It is found in the shadows of your own cells. It is found in the way you breathe, the way you move, and the way you respect the ancient pact. Honor the guest within you. Protect the flame. Because once the fire goes out completely, there is no turning back. The silence of the cell is where the truth resides. When we talk about health, we talk about organs and blood, but the real battle is fought at the subcellular level. The mitochondria are the only reason you are more than a pile of minerals. They are the master regulators of apoptosis, programmed cell death. They decide when a cell is too broken to continue. If they lose this ability, the cell becomes immortal in the worst way possible. It becomes a cancer cell. It stops serving the city and starts consuming it. This is the ultimate betrayal of the pact. To prevent this, you must feed the fire with the right signals. Melatonin is not just for sleep, it is the primary antioxidant for the mitochondria. But you destroy your melatonin every night by staring at your screens. You are literally blinding your internal engines. You must understand that your body is an electrical system before it is a chemical one. The mitochondria are the batteries. If the voltage is low, the chemistry fails. This is why I insist on grounding, on touching the earth, on stripping away the synthetic layers that insulate you from the planet's natural frequency. We are bioelectrical beings living in a plastic world. The friction is killing us. Observe the animals in the wild. They do not have chronic fatigue. They do not have metabolic syndrome. They live according to the rhythm of the light. We have traded our rhythm for convenience, and our energy for comfort. It is a losing trade. Dr. Thorne does not offer comfort. I offer the truth. And the truth is that you are getting weaker because you have made life too easy for your cells. Challenge them. Stress them with the right kind of stress, hormetic stress. Heat, cold, fasting, and intense movement. This is the language the mitochondria understand. This is how you tell them to burn brighter. When you feel that burn in your muscles, that is the sound of the engines roaring to life. Embrace it. The path to the light goes through the struggle. As we move forward, keep your eyes open. The world is full of distractions designed to keep you from noticing your own decline. But you are here. You are listening. That means the spark is still there. My job is to turn that spark into a bonfire. Your job is to provide the fuel and the discipline. We are building a new kind of human, one that remembers the old ways. One that honors the lost fire. This journey into the microscopic world is just beginning. There is so much more to uncover. The relationship between your thoughts and your energy. The way your emotions affect the vibration of these tiny engines. Nothing is separate. Everything is connected by the thread of energy that the mitochondria weave. Consider the water inside your cells. It is not regular water. It is a fourth phase, a liquid crystal structured by infrared light. This structured water acts as a battery, storing the energy your mitochondria produce. If the water is chaotic, the energy is lost. The modern diet is acidic and disorganized. It breaks the structure of your internal sea. You are leaking energy like a cracked bucket. We must seal the leaks. We must purify the water. We must honor the sacred geometry of the cell. I have spent decades in the shadows, watching the world grow pale and weak. I have seen the light leave people's eyes. It is not a natural part of aging. It is a consequence of a broken environment. A divorce from the natural world. Reconnect. Ground your feet. Look at the sun. Drink the living water. Breathe with the rhythm of the universe. These are the ancient keys to the modern cage. The cage is open, but most people are too tired to walk out. Don't be most people. Be the fire. Be the energy that defies the darkness of the modern age. In our next session, we will explore the poison that hides in every kitchen, the silent killer of the flame, sugar. But for now, contemplate the guest within you. Listen to the hum of your own biology. It is the oldest song in existence. Stay vigilant. Stay hungry. And never, ever let your internal sun go down before the day is done. The fire is watching. The ancestors are waiting. The evolution of your soul begins with the health of your cells. I am Dr. Julian Thorne, and I am here to remind you who you really are. You are the light made manifest. Until we speak again in the shadows of the next truth. The cycle continues. The fire endures. We are the keepers of the ancient flame, and we will not let it be extinguished by the cold winds of the modern world. Remember, your energy is your destiny. Guard it with your life.